ones, it is El Moria, keeper of the golden flame, and Mother Mary here today. Today, we serve as divine ambassadors and representations of the divine masculine and divine feminine. And we are here as a unified energy to bring a sense of calm and peace to your hearts. We bring a sense of union and wholeness into your conscious awareness, because as many of you know, we are all one, and in that supreme essence of oneness that is the foundation of all life, all energy, in all realms, we can transmit energetically our knowing and our being the essence of perfect union. The union of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and the union of yang and yin energy. We are perfect and whole, individually and together, and so are each and every one of you. Feeling this, breathing this, allowing this energy and the light of divine wholeness to fill every cell in your body temple and every particle of your conscious awareness and thought forms allows your sacred heart center to tap into the greater one, the greater cosmic collective that exists beyond the time-space reality that is currently running your world, but that will not for much longer. After the December 21st, 2012 portal, all energies from the old 3D paradigm and timelines were sealed in the old paradigm, and a new paradigm was seeded as a template for a new, living, breathing, harmonious, and joyous new earth. With the wholeness of the yin and yang energies of the greater cosmos pouring into the Earth's energy field every day since December 21st, 2012, a new consciousness of divine union is breathing new light and new life here. And that union is dissolving the duality consciousness that has defined this planet in the more recent and accessible world ages and cycles that your soul consciously remembers. We essentially jumped timelines on December 21st, 2012, and we jumped consciousnesses. So since that powerful day and shift on your world, there have been two operating systems in your consciousness and in your energy fields. You have continued to hold awareness of your 3D operating system, your system of separation consciousness, your fight or flight consciousness, and your sympathetic nervous system that automatically sees the world as divided, that sees black and white, right and wrong, good and evil, light and dark, and all sorts of dualistic frequencies that the third dimensional you is wired and programmed to create and to see. Your 3D operating system is your fragmented self, your either-or self, your compartmentalized self. And that is the self that has previously helped you to define yourself as either male or female, as either more yang or more yin, and that has ascribed to the behaviors, thoughts, and attitudes that gender and that energy consciousness is templated to be. Your 5D operating system activated as the clock struck its 12th gong on December 21st, 2012. And for some of you, it brought back a divine circuitry that you knew was there, but simply couldn't energetically access or connect with previously or fully. For some, this 5D operating system did activate on a higher plane inside the awareness of your higher self, but it has not yet fully activated in your daily life experience. This is your parasympathetic nervous system, your free will system, your wholeness system, and your gnosis system of divine male and female union, and divine yin and yang harmony, wholeness, and integrated light. It is from this place of consciousness, of a higher union that lives inside your higher self's heart-centered gnosis, that we come to you today to plant more awakened and activated seeds now to embrace the core of your own unified light center within. For as the old 3D operating systems are called into the light of 5D unified and enlightened operating systems of consciousness and collective awareness, all that has been functioning on autopilot and auto-programming based on a core design of duality and polarity is being called and summoned to the surface and to the greater court or tribunal of public awareness and public scrutiny and public review. It is not possible to enter the higher frequencied realms of greater light, integration, wholeness, and advanced soul sight, and not see the effects of the 3D operating system for its collective purpose in this last world age and cycle now, and for its current dematerialization back to the heart of the God heart at this time. It is in the knowing of it, the acknowledging of it to oneself, to one's soul, to one's gnosis, where it is acknowledged, witnessed, observed, felt, accepted, and released to the higher realms, that it can be released. So we invite you today to do simply that. Acknowledge your two halves. Acknowledge your 3D operating system that also has two halves, your divine yin and your divine yang energy, working through oppositry, duality, polarity, and at the same time acknowledge your 5D operating system, your integrated divine yin and divine yang energy, your activated wholeness, and see the new lens of unified light and greater expanded sight through which your soul self, your higher self, invites you to live, breathe, and see through now. The 3D energies of the old paradigm of lack, pain, conflict, and duality will continue to come up in your daily news, your daily experiences, and your daily awareness to help you accelerate your willingness and awareness of desiring to acknowledge it for what it is and was, and for its greater release or integration into your own greater wholeness. The 5D frequencies of your rapidly awakening higher light are ready to assist this greater cleansing and release process. It's already wired into your DNA and light codes. You, dear ones, must only begin to turn your conscious attention to it, to love it, to see it, observe it, embrace it, and activate it. Your 3D and 5D operating systems do not need to fight each other for your attention and focus now. What your higher self desires is for your greater soul self to acknowledge both and their coexistence inside you at this time. What you are asked to do at this time in the Earth's ascension is to notice, to simply notice which consciousness is operating and responding to whatever experience you are having in your day. Suffering, judgment, worry, struggle, reacting, drama-ing, low energy, and low frequency energies are part of the 3D operating system's blueprint. These are part of the old paradigm. You can recognize them by a lack of joy in your life experience. For 3D, by its nature, is a physical reality where source connection is disconnected and where separation consciousness reigns, and therefore joylessness at some level is the experience. When you feel sovereign, empowered, light, open, free, and joyful, you are activating your 5D powers of wholeness, integration, divine union, and higher light frequencies. There is no need to judge one operating system as better or worse than the other. They are simply fields, frequencies, and timelines of experience. What we invite you to do today is to expand your awareness of when your 3D operating system is activated in your conscious participation in your daily experiences. And notice when your 5D operating system is inviting you into higher light and sight in your daily experiences. We are going to get really comfortable with unifying our operating systems. At first, we may experience an invitation into the discomfort of really seeing the stark paradigmal differences of 3D versus 5D, and the shock of what 3D living has really been versus the spell of the programming we've been told and sold. But with practice and vibrational discipline, we can begin to allow our soul sight to emerge more and more, and to simply acknowledge our 3D limited operating systems for what they are and were: perfect matrices of energy for the previous paradigmal experience. And we can now see the vast limitations of a 3D operating system in the transparency and higher light of a 5D operating system and new Earth living reality. It is time for greater union. It is time for greater wholeness. To ride these waves of soul integration, we must know and be willing to remain aware of the cellular processing, powerful detoxing, and greater integration unfolding now as two worlds inside us become one again. Our 3D and 5D operating systems are mirrors of the yin-yang reunification process. All aspects of us, all separated bits of consciousness of us, are coming back into the greater one, the divine one, the all that is one. We are wholeness embodied in physical light now, as fifth dimensional beings, remembering the truth of our God light and the truth of the God heart that lives in us, that is us. El Morya and I are here today as symbols and living essences to call your heart centers into that conscious union with yourselves now. As the soul fragments and dualistic aspects of you are called up to consciousness, so you can witness, observe, accept, release, and/or integrate them, more and more healing will take place in the greater collective. This is your soul work now. This is your soul work now. It is the reason you are all here at this time. Stay tuned to this channel for the doses you need to hear and connect with for your own soul's greater integration. The more integration, the less pain you will feel in your daily experience, and the more joy you will see manifest in your life experiences. Integration allows the organic nature of joy to flow. Wholeness is the vibration of joy. Welcome back to your divine wholeness, dear ones. Welcome back to your divine origins of joy. Each time your life exhibits manifestations of separation and duality, follow the steps we've shared. Breathe and invite the light and aid of your 5D higher soul presence to help soothe and integrate your limited 3D soul self's wrinkles, fragments, and challenges in that moment. Awareness is key now to this ascension. Compassion is key now to your ability to witness the lower 3D you and to invite your higher 5D self to facilitate the needed healing and integration. You are all master souls who know how to integrate and merge your operating systems into wholeness. Deep inside, you know this, for you are this. Follow the essence of joy. Notice where it is absent, and then focus on where you can find it in your life, in your conscious awareness. Allow old energies to rise into the greater collective healing and integration, and then return your conscious attention to joy, to a willingness to feel joy, to a willingness to be divine union, embodied in an emerging fifth dimensional new earth experience. You are the essence of living wholeness. Welcome back to being the expression of light that is perfectly who you really are. All are love.